Hi, I'm Michael Maher, CEO of OnePassport. As the vaccine passport discussion becomes more commonplace and we're moving beyond what is it into how we're going to use it, we're seeing a lot of debate from and proposals by both government, in the paper, and also what's happening in other countries. No matter where you are in the world, it seems to be coming down to three different types of user cases for vaccine passports at this stage. And we will nicely group them into social, travel, and work. And depending on how you live your life and what job you have and all those things will depend on what type of vaccine passport you need to use. Starting with social, because it's the easiest. Social is that when you rock up to a cafe, restaurant, pub, live sporting event, live music event, I need to show my vaccination status. So it's literally flashing it on the screen of the phone. That's probably the easiest one. And for a lot of people, the state-based systems where I do the QR code tracking, if they can build that connection in where it shows my vaccination status at the same time, that will probably work for you. The challenge is when you want to travel and work. With travel, it'll be a lot more complex. For example, the overarching system a lot of the airlines, including Qantas, have said they want to use is the IATA Travel Pass, which is a global vaccination tracking system. Because when I go to travel, at least internationally, they're not sure about domestically as yet, I'll need to connect my vaccination record and send it through electronically. It won't be like the social one where I just turn up and flash it. They're going to need to record it. So that's going to be a bit more complex and I'll need a different type of vaccine passport. The third one is the most complex though. It is work. There are a lot of industries, healthcare, aged care being two of them, drug and alcohol testing and mining, where they've already got immunisation requirements, be it vaccination or testing. But now, because of COVID, there are a whole range of other industries, from white collar, blue collar, that are hitting the press, from manufacturing lines like SPC, the big four consulting firms, including KPMG, who've indicated that they will want their staff to be vaccinated, either recommended or mandatory. So this is a lot more complex because there's a burden on both the individual and the employer to track this information. The vaccine passport for the individual, I'll need to electronically share it. I'll probably work in an industry where I need to, or I may as well combine it with my visa or licenses and tickets and other things. It's now part of my working compliance. From an employer's point of view, they need to have a system where they can record that data, not just a spreadsheet, but actually have a proper system like a HR system or a workforce compliance system, but for vaccinations. Because especially if we go around and have an annual booster, you're going to need to track who of your staff are vaccinated, when they were vaccinated. There might be a different time frame for boosters between Pfizer and Moderna and AstraZeneca. You can't just run it on a piece of paper in a spreadsheet. So work will be a lot more complex than travel, and travel is more complex than social. The aim is to try and find a vaccine passport that works for you. If life is simple, it might just be the social aspect you need. But for many of us who travel or work in an area that's going to be regulated by, including COVID vaccines, you're going to need something a little more complex. So take that in mind when you're looking at the vaccine passports and the discussion that's out there, when you're choosing what you need to do for your lifestyle, your set of circumstances. Take care.